Hello and welcome. In this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to build a custom web page from start to finish. And the web page we are going to go over is the home page. Now, what I'm showing on my screen here is probably something you recognize. This is the default homepage that is provided to you by Moxie. It is a great homepage. It gives you streamlined information. There are some customization items you can add in here. If you want to keep it this way, this is great. There are some that I get a lot of questions from on how to customize the font, customize the background color, or even move certain elements around, and it is pretty restricted. You're not able to do that from this template that's automatic here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to implement a pre-made template and how to customize it on your own. So going back to how I got here, I was able to go into my CB Desk. Oh, let me close that out. And we clicked on the Moxie Works tile. When I clicked on that, it brought me to this page. From this page, you'll click on the My Website tab that's at the top, and it will bring you to this page. This is called the Website Admin Tool. So what this is, it's the back end of your website. It controls what elements are available, such as property searches, custom searches, what your site pages look like. So think of this as back end. And then once you click on the Visit Site button on the top left, if you want to see what your page currently looks like, you'll click this Visit Site button and it will show you this, your current live website. Now, if this is your first time looking at this, I'm just going to go over certain elements, and this is important because we are going to touch on this later on. So notice at the top, we have your search box. This is a property search box. Someone can type in an address or look at a city and pull up addresses, current live listings in the Houston area, or anywhere actually. You have your agent headshot and information over here. But what I want you to pay close attention to is the menu at the very top. Okay, so everyone automatically comes with a home page, which is what you see here. You also have a properties page, property searches. That's this page here. Anytime someone wants to look at an address or pull up an area, they could even search, certain filters. So this is a fully integrated page with listings that feed from the MLS. So it is an IDX feed. It automatically comes with your website. There's no additional fee for it. It is included. And then you also have this tab that says My Active Listings. Now, I am not an agent, so I do not have active listings, but the same that can be said for someone who actually doesn't have an active listing, a new agent, or maybe you're not a listing agent. So this tab is automatically visible, and we'll circle back to that. I want you to notice the buying and selling tab comes with this buying and selling tips page. Your About Me has your bio, and this automatically feeds from your CB Desk. So the profile that you have here, if you recall, this is CB Desk. You'll have your name at the top. At the very right, you'll have your profile. Anything that's under that profile is going to feed automatically to this bio page. Okay, so if you ever need to update anything here, that is where you'll update it, on the CB Desk profile. Okay. And then you'll also have a Contact Me page. Okay. What I suggest is opening up a Word document. At this point, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. You'll need to open a Word document, and this will make things easier later on down the road. And well, it just took my screen out. Okay, there it is. You'll need to copy these links. So on the About Me page, where it says Contact Me, I clicked on that. This is your contact form. I'm going to copy the URL that's at the top. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it on my document here. It doesn't have to be a Word document, whatever, you know, document program that you have, you can use that. And then I'm going to click on the My Bio page. Okay, I'm going to click on the URL that's at the top. I'm going to copy that and paste it right here on this Word document. Now, notice that it's the same URL, and it ends with, the Contact Me URL ends in Contact Me, and then the bio URL ends in My Bio. So I don't need to label these. I know which one is which. So I'm going to save that to the side. Okay. Next, I want to bring your attention to neighborhood news. You all come with, well, actually, I just created this website, so it might not have it for me, but for you, it'll have a form that that visitors can fill in, and it'll be linked to your Moxie account. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, I just activated this web page, so this page is not active for me. Moving on to the next one, the About Coldwell Banker page. So this talks about Coldwell Banker, the aspects that you can leverage from the brand. And then this page talks about the Global Luxury Program. So it is a program that's offered, see, Coldwell Banker Luxury Program. It offers a global stage for luxury listings. So this is actually available to anyone who comes to you for listing, and it is qualifies for the luxury program. So you're able to offer this as a resource. And then you'll also have a sign-in tab where guests can sign in, do property searches, and save their searches. So now that I've explained these to you, I want to show you the next thing. We're going to go right into creating a custom page, but just keep this part in mind. It's going to come up later on. So clicking on the admin home page on the top left-hand corner, it's going to take us back to that admin home page where we began. Now, if you notice, I actually have two tabs open. You can click back and forth to each one, or delete one if you don't like keeping this busy up here. So I'm actually going to close it. I don't need it. I'll refresh just so you see I'm at the admin home page. So from here, we're going to go to the Site Pages button. I just clicked on this, and it brought me here to the All Pages tab. Okay. I want you to notice, remember that bar across the top that I told you to remember? That is what these pages here are. You have your home page, your properties tab, your buying and selling tab, your About Me tab, and neighborhood news, about Coldwell Banker, and Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. So all of those tabs are here. And if you recall, when we clicked on the properties tab, it had a drop down. So it had a menu of options you can pick from. It had property search and my active listings. So let's say you don't have active listings. You can hide this page. Or let's say you do and you do want to show it. So if it's hidden, it'll say hidden in parentheses. So let's say you're an experienced agent and you want your past listings and buys, anytime you represented any sales that you've had, you can actually click show, and it'll show this page, and it will feed the information from past sales. So that's whether you represented the listing side or the buy side. You can also, let's say you don't have active listings and you don't want to have to mess with this every month, you can hide that. And you can select your office listings instead. So let's say you want to show that one. So all of these searches are already pre-built for you. You just need to show them or hide them, whichever way you want to present it. Now, the buying and selling, I want to hide that for now. Let's say I don't want to show that just yet. And then the About Me page, that's fine. There is a testimonials page, and I won't get into that today, but if you have any questions on that, we do have other videos that talk about the testimonials. Um, but just for the sake of building out your homepage, I'll leave that part out. The blog, if you don't have a blog right now, most agents don't, so this page automatically comes hidden. And then we have the neighborhood news, these additional resource pages. So if you're like me, I personally like a minimal menu where I don't like too many options to be available at the top, just to make it look clean. Because if we visit the site now, if you can see, it's several options. Let's say I just want to condense it a little more. What we can do is you'll scroll to the top under the All Pages section. We're going to add new, and we're going to add a menu item. And then from here, I'm going to type the word resources. Okay. And what that does, and you'll see here in a sec, it adds a menu item. So I want all of these, and notice I can click and drag these under different tabs. So if I click, notice they're all left aligned. That means each of these is a tab. But I don't want each of them a tab. I want them to be under a tab. So I will just drag it a little to the right, and it'll snap into place. So you can click and drag these around. And I want all of these pages just to show under one. So I'm going to publish that on the bottom right. Always click publish to save your changes. And I'm going to visit the site, and you'll see I have less options, which is great. So now I'm able to see more things under certain tabs. Okay. Now going into the home page, which is what you came here for. So let me go ahead and minimize, close those out, and go back here. So back at your, if you ever get lost, if you're here at if you end up here, welcome to the agent website admin tool. From here, you'll click on site pages. And this is where we were at just earlier. We're going to click add new. And this time we're going to add a custom page. And we're going to click submit. As soon as we click on submit, it's going to bring us into the back end of the page. All we do here is name the page and add a featured image. So we're going to name the page here, and we're going to add a featured image over here. And I'll explain that in a second. So first I'm going to name this home, because this is going to be my home page. Okay, now back to the featured image. So if you've ever texted a URL or a website to someone, or inserted a link on your Facebook post, do you ever notice that there was a featured image that populates with those? That's called a featured image. So websites set these for sharing purposes. So once you click on featured image, the featured image button, you'll select your file, and you'll go to your pictures. So let's say, where do I have my pictures? Would it be here? Here it is. So that's my headshot. This is the one you'll want posted. So anytime you text your website to someone, or you post it on Facebook, the automatic image that populates with that link is going to be your headshot. So think of it as a business card. So you definitely want to use your headshot picture for this. If you don't want to, then set a background image, the same picture that you would use for your background. So I'm going to set this as a featured image. So if you notice, it's selected, so it has a little checkbox. And then at the bottom right, there is a set featured image button. I'm going to select one. Okay. It's going to show you a preview of your image here. Don't worry if it cuts you off. It's just a templated box. It won't cut it off. It'll show the full image whenever you text it. So just don't worry about that. So going ahead from here, I'm going to click on this. Actually, I'm going to click on Publish. We always want to click Publish to save our changes. Okay, and then I'm going to click on Builder. If you notice, it was right here. It was like a little gray button. We'll click on Builder. And it's going to take us to the front end. I'm not going to give you all, but I'll give you the tour. You don't need Moxie to do it. So it's going to take you into the front end, the front view of your website page. So from here, this menu would automatically pop up. If it did not, you can click on the plus button. This is how we get the menu up and out, visible and hidden. So from here, I want you to notice that there's 4 different tabs for 4 different things. The first tab is for modules. This is the bits and pieces that make your website work, and the little visualizations, the imagery, the ins and the details of your page. The rows tab is how you organize your page. So these modules will fit into either of these rows. So you do need to apply, if you're building your page out by hand, which means manually, and you're not using a template, this is what you'll use first, and then you'll add modules into each of those sections. But what we're doing today, we're actually going to work off of a template. And this is great because it's already built for you, and you just need to add to it if you'd like. So the first tab that's going to show is the MoxieWorks Templates tab. So this tab, we're going to click on it. You see there's a little drop down, and we're going to go right into the brand templates. So what this is, these are templates provided to you by Coldwell Banker. It's already branded to Coldwell Banker. It has our colors and pre-built for you. They're made for real estate agents. So there are plenty of pages here that you can pick from to add an additional custom pages. Not in place of this one. So you can add multiple pages that tell all kinds of stories. So for this example, we're going to add a new alternative page for your homepage. We're going to click on the one on the top left-hand corner. It says alternate agent page template. We're going to click on that. And it's going to load a really nice, clean and organized template. So what you'll see here, it has a map, it has a contact card, your contact me details, links to your social media, an area where you can embed a video, the same links, your headshot, and your information here. Okay, so starting from the top to the bottom, I'm going to explain how to edit these segments. If you notice, I hover over any of these pieces, you'll see this light blue box that appears. This means that you can edit that element. Every single part on this web page is editable. So clicking on the, if you notice, I'm at the very top. If you notice this, I'm hovering over this image, and you have to scroll to, so if from here you can't see it, but if you scroll to the very top, you'll see this this box here that highlights or that encapsulates the whole row. And notice when I hover over it, it says row actions. So I'm going to click on the row settings button. And in this row, which is the background, I'm able to change the background image. So I'm going to see right here, the background type. I'm going to switch that to a photo. And then I actually have an image in mind that I want to use. You don't have to change this picture. You can leave it if you like it. But let's say you do want to take it out. You remove it and you'll click that select photo. We're going to upload a file. And I actually have pictures that I want to use. So let's say I want to use, I really like this one. Now, these images I was able to find in Marketing Center. So if you need some high definition quality images, you can go to Marketing Center for stock images. So I'm going to use this kitchen picture. I really like that one. And then it's selected on the bottom right. I'll click select photo. And it applied beautifully. You do have the capability of editing the background overlay. So if you notice, I was editing the picture here under the Style tab. And here under this section, it says Background Overlay. We can actually edit the transparency here. Anytime you click on the color, you can change the image overlay color by, moving some things around. Right now it's black, which is fine. And then you can control the transparency of that image by scrolling through here. I actually like it. I want this text to stand out. So this looks good. And then I'm going to click save. I'm really happy with that. Let's say you have a logo and you want to replace, this gray box here. You can remember by hovering over the logo or any of these aspects, you'll click on it. So remember the tabs here. So you have a general tab where you can edit the general imagery or general aspects of the asset. You have style where you can edit the size. So if I wanted to make it bigger or smaller, so notice I made it a little bigger. So let's say I want to remove this and add a logo. So I'm going to see if I can find, I think I have a couple of logos here. I'm going to do the Coldwell Banker one. Sure, I'll use this one. Okay. I'm going to select that photo. Perfect. Under the Style tab, notice, well, let me go back. So I'll click on the Style tab and notice there is a width. So I can make this a little bigger if I wanted to. And I click Save. I don't know if you saw that to see the changes, or I can make it smaller. And sometimes it'll give you a live view of the changes that you make. But if it doesn't, you just click Save and it'll update for you. So this is the size I'd like. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Then you have the headline. So I'll click on the headline box, and I want you to notice, see it automatically opened under the Style tab because that's where I left off with this asset. So if you need to click around back to the General tab, you can. So clicking on the heading, I'm able to edit the text from here. And then you're also able to edit the text from here. So depending on, what your comfort level is, you can edit from either place, but just ensure you click the save button when you're done. You can say hello. Say hello to your dream home and say whatever you'd like. One thing that I get questions about is the background option that I selected was this picture. So let's say I wanted the text to stand out just a little more. I can. So let me go ahead and click save and see it didn't. Let me do that one more time. Say hello to your dream home. Click uh, save just to make sure it saves. Perfect. Click on it again. And I'm going to go to the style section. Now, anytime you have text, so like this is a text box and it says heading up at the top because we're editing a heading option. If I click on, this image, it's going to say photo. So I'm editing the text here. So anytime you're in a text box, you're able to change the typography. So you can change the font, you can change the weight of the font, whether you want it to be thin, light, medium, bold, the size, alignment, spacing, all that good stuff. You could even change the color. So this first box here, I could change it to, red if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that. And then what I want to show you is the text shadow box. So if you ever need white text or any text, white text to stand out from the background, you can add a little shadow to it. So first you select the shadow color by selecting the dropper button. And I'm going to drag this color picker down to the darkest setting, which is black. And then, oops. And then what I usually do, if you ever remember geometry, uh, you'll notice that you have, when you're graphing graphs, there's the x-axis and the y-axis. So this comes into play here. So I want the shadow to be 2 units to the right of the x-axis and 3 units to the top. So you notice that the shadow automatically shows as you're previewing it. I don't know if you see that. And then the blur aspect, so that shadow for me is a little harsh. You can actually move this little cursor to the right if you notice the changes that's happening. So let's say I do want it intense, so I'll just move it a little, but if I wanted it super blurred out, you could. I like mine just a little soft. That's good for me. And then I'll click save. So our white text stands out more. Moving on. We don't change anything here. This is already set up. I do like how this looks. And then here. So the next thing we're going to edit is the agent photo. I'll click on the insert agent photo box. Notice it's highlighted already. And then it automatically shows up on the style tab. I'll select the general tab. And then here's where the photo is at. I'll remove the gray photo that's there. And I'm going to select the headshot I had uploaded earlier. Okay. Let's say it's a little too wide for me. I want this cropped a little. I want to select the style tab and notice there's a crop option. There's a couple things you can pick. There's circle. If you want a circle for your headshot, you can use that. Or you can use square or portrait. Panorama is different. Portrait, this one's very big. I actually really like the circle. Either the portrait, let's say you do want portrait and you want to size it. I like the circle one, but I'm going to, for examples, I'll show you this. So for the portrait, if you want this and it's big for you under the width section, you'll move this to the right. And I want to warn you, whenever you click on it for the first time, it's going to shrink it down to the very smallest size. So get ready to see some crazy stuff happen. So I'm going to select it and see how it made it super small. Just keep going, trust the process, and slide it over until it's your desired size. Okay. If it helps, just type in a number there if you don't want to deal with the scrolling. But I don't want you to be surprised in that sense. And then to the right, this box over here, the agent name line. So I went ahead and I clicked on it. You can type your full name here if you want, and then I'm going to hover over this one, and you can delete this one if you want to remove it. If you want to have your name side by side. Let's say, oh, you know what, I want mine to show on top of each other. Anytime you want to do a quick undo, you'll hold down the control button on your keyboard and click Control Z, and it'll undo any changes that you did. You might need to click it a couple times to show. Control Z, Control Z. Let me click Save first. Control Z, Control Z. There it is. For a Mac, you might need to click on Command Z, just an FYI. So let me just go ahead and change this to my name, Rita Hottie. And oh, notice I clicked on this duplicate button and it duplicated the exact same thing right under it. That's going to be helpful later on. I'm not going to use that feature right now, so just keep that in mind. So under the tagline, if you don't have one, I'd say put your title here. So under the general, you can type, your local expert. If you want to use your realtor title, you can add that in there. One little trick of the trade to get this registered trademark option, I usually open a new tab and I Google registered trademark symbol, and this comes up. I just go until I see a little registered trademark symbol. I copy it, right click copy, and then I paste it. You can paste it here or you can paste it over here, whichever way you want. So I don't need that many. I'll delete those, but food for thought. And then here you want to ensure you put a short bio, a short value proposition statement. So this could be your bio and it could be condensed to a value proposition statement. One thing I do recommend is having AI like Copilot or ChatGPT shorten your bio, or what I like to tell it to do is to write me a value proposition statement using this bio. So if you have something long you need to condense, I highly recommend that. If you put something too long here, it's going to space everything out really weird. So you want to make sure it stays to about a paragraph. And you're not putting your full bio here because guess what? You're actually adding a button that takes them to your full bio. So first we want to give them a little hook, a little teaser of why they should use us. And then for them to read more, they can click on this button down here, which is actually a segue to the next aspect here. We're going to link your bio on this tab here where it says read more, and we're going to link your contact us or contact me page to the contact us button right over here. Do y'all remember how we got these links in the beginning? We got your contact me link and your bio link. So we are going to use these for this next step. So this box here is, I'm going to click on it. This is a button group. So there's actually two buttons in this group. The first one is the read more button, and the second one is the contact us button. And we're going to edit both of these one at a time. So edit read more button first. we're going to click Edit button, and it's going to say Read More. You can say Read more about me, um, or more information about Margarita, or about Margarita, whatever you'd like that to say. And then right down here under the link box, we're going to paste the link. So I am going to copy, actually, no, that's not the right one. Bio, we're going to get the bio link. Okay. I copied that. I'm going to paste that here and click Save. Perfect. The next button I want to edit is the Contact Us button. Now, Contact Us seems more like a team thing, but it's just me. So I want to say Contact Me. And then under the link option at the bottom, I'm going to select the other link that I copied earlier and paste it. And then I'm going to click Save. Okay, brings me back to the button group, and I'm going to click Save again. So now these two are linked to other areas on my page. Now for this next part, I highly recommend tackling this if you need to pause a couple times, if you don't have your Facebook link, your Instagram, your LinkedIn or Pinterest, you can pause that, pause this video at this time and add your links on here. Okay, getting into it. So how do I get a link? I'll show you how to get one. So let me go to the, let's see, I'm going to use this YouTube link, youtube.com. And I want to go to the Coldwell Banker Real Estate LLC. Okay. So I'm going to click on this Coldwell Banker Real Estate LLC page. That's, you see this icon here, and this is a channel. I'm going to click on this. And it brings me to the Coldwell Banker Real Estate LLC page. So I'm going to copy this link at the top, and I'll put this right here. That's my YouTube link. Okay. And then let's open up Coldwell Banker Realty Instagram. Banker Real Estate. Actually, we have a Texas page. Let me click on that one. Okay. I'm going to click on the link at the top of my page in the URL box. I'm going to paste that over here, my Instagram link. So you'll keep doing this until you get all of your links. Let's see. LinkedIn. I was actually on this the other day, so it might be fresh on here. Look at your LinkedIn URL at the top. Okay. And then one thing I will mention, if you want to include your reviews somewhere on there, I'd recommend something else, but I wouldn't put it on the icon section. I'd recommend something else. But if you want to go ahead and save your reviews link on your, if you have a reviews page like on HAR, go ahead and get that reviews link and paste it here. I'll show you where that can be inserted later. Use the time now to get your links together. And I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do a Facebook link. Facebook Coldwell Banker Realty Houston, Texas. There we are. Okay. That is my Facebook link. I have my links. I'll go to, I'm going to go back to where we were editing. It's usually, anytime you're editing, it'll show the little house as an icon. Going back to the links tab. So we're going to click on the row where we have the icons. And notice it says icon group. Now these icons were already added in here. If you don't need one, so let's say I don't have a Pinterest account, I'm going to delete that one. You'll just click on the X and click OK. I'm also going to delete this blank one. And I'll delete this Twitter one. Okay. Well, let's say you deleted an app, deleted one of these, and you want to add it back. So I'm going to delete this YouTube one, for example, because I do want that one back. What you'll do is duplicate the tab. This is a duplicate button. It'll actually duplicate the icon. We'll edit the icon, and then we'll replace the little logo with another one. So if you notice on the top right, there's a little YouTube. There's a little search box. You'll type in YouTube, press enter, and the little icons for YouTube will appear, and we'll select that one. So that is my little explanation of if you accidentally delete one, you can add it or come back and add it later. So since we're editing the YouTube icon while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and start inserting my links. So from my document, I'm going to copy the link, and then I'm going to paste it into the link box under the General tab. So click Save. The next one I'm going to edit is this Facebook one. So I'm going to copy the link and paste it. My Instagram one. I copy the link off of this document and paste it. Save. Last one, LinkedIn. I'm going to edit the icon, paste the link in the link section, and click Save. And then I'm going to click Save again. So that is our social media links. And then further down, you can embed a video. So let's say you have like a commercial video that you shot once, you can put that in here as long as it's on YouTube. Or let's say, you don't have one. You can always utilize a Coldwell Banker video. So Coldwell Banker has a library in YouTube, a channel actually called Coldwell Banker Real Estate LLC. You can come here and choose from any one of the videos here. We actually have these dream videos. They're national campaigns that we've ran, so commercials, and you can feature them on your website. So a popular one is this Coldwell Banker Dream video. You can come to it through the playlist. So let's say you clicked playlist and you see Dream, you can view the full playlist. Or just pick a video. I like this 15-second one. We could also use this 60-second one. Sure, why not? So I'll click on the video, brings me to the video, and I'm going to copy the link that's at the top. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why not click the share button and get that link? For some reason, it needs this link at the top. So I'm going to copy the link up here, and I'm going to come back to my editing page. Now notice when I hover over this choose your video box, I click in it and it will bring up my video settings. So right now where it says video type, YouTube is already selected and there is another URL there and that's to whatever's showing here. We don't want that, so we're going to delete it. And then we're going to paste our video that we just copied. And it embeds it. So then I just click Save. And it's done. That part's done. Now, down to the Contact Me section, you'll just click on the box that's right here under the Contact Me header. You'll see the text editor comes up. Under the General tab, you'll be able to change out the contact information here. So I would recommend putting in your phone number and then your email address. Websites you're already here. You don't need to put a website. And if you were in California, you'd be required to put your license number. Where in Texas, you are not required. So if you don't want to put that on there, you can delete that. Okay, and then I'm going to click Save. Perfect. Now, this part here, this is, we don't want to have to redo these links. I'd recommend removing it. So click the Remove button, click OK, taking that out. And what we can do instead is duplicate what we have up here. So remember I said anytime you click this little double button, it duplicates it. And this is when we do want it to happen. Now this button here allows you to move this anywhere you'd want it to go. So you can move it over here if you want, but we want it to be down here. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and it was right here. That's where we want it. Perfect. Okay. This is automatically going to sync to your Moxie account. So I would not, you don't have to do anything to this. Click on it. You can change what you require. So notice on the name section, it shows the field. If I want to require that as a field, I'll select the require box and it'll put an asterisk next to the name box. And then click Save. And then give it a second to load. Over here on the right is a map. So you can have this show your office location. So you click on the map box, the map menu will show. Under the General tab, you'll type in your address. So if you just want Houston, Texas to show, or your office location, you can do that. Okay. Now, before we publish this page, because we're already at the end, I want to show you one more thing that I get asked a lot. One thing that they love to feature on their websites. So I'm going to get into that. So typically, especially on the templated version, the first version that you get, there is a section for featured properties. So we're going to go ahead and add that on our page. And there is also a section where agents like to feature several testimonials. So that'll be another aspect we're going to add. So first thing is we're going to add a featured properties section. So to do that, we're going to add a row. And we're going to add one column. It's a click and drag. So notice I did that. I didn't click on it. It's a click and drag. I clicked it over to where I need it to be. And I want it to be right above the video. And then in the modules section, instead of having to search through here for the module, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this search icon and I'm going to type featured. Before I even finished typing it, it already knew what I wanted. So under the widgets, it says featured properties module. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to click and drag that into this box that I just added. Now, the widget is going to want to know under the General tab, what title do I want to give this? I do want to leave it Featured Properties. Where do I want the properties to come from? And it's selected my office listings. This is perfect, so I don't have to worry about, it showing any of my active listings if I don't always have active listings. So you're more than welcome to use the office active listings. Since I'm not assigned to an office, I'm going to choose the company's active listings. And then further down, under the card format, I'm going to skip over these for just a sec because I want you to see something. Right now, I'm not showing any featured properties. You'll need to, for some reason, you'll need to select this drop down and choose legacy. And then you'll be able to see them. Perfect. So I'm part of a company that only has 2 active listings. So for some reason, this account is tied to some other like a different account, different office listings. So yours will show more. Under the rows, so rows are horizontal. I just want 1 row to show, which is good. And number of columns is how many listings do you want to show side by side. So if you want to show 4, it'll show smaller listings originally. And if you want them to show even more as a wide, like, if you want them to show bigger, you can whiten this too. And then click save. So these are featured properties. Not a fan. Right now I only have 2 showing, so I'll move this to the 3 and then click save. Get a second to load. I'll switch back to search for some reason, so I'll click legacy. There we go. Okay. Next, so now we have our featured properties section. Next, I want to show how to add testimonials. So I'm going to add another row. And let's say I want to put this right on top of featured properties. So I want that to be the first thing. And then under modules, you can type the word testimonials. So there are 2 testimonials here, content modules and media. I believe the one we chose might have been, it's either this one, and let me do this other one, or this standard modules, and I'll put it right on top so you could see what that looks like next to each other. And I think it was this one that we selected. Okay, so you have 2 options. And I'm going to show you something really quick. So this top module is more standard. So it's more DIY. You'll have to add a header to it, which you'll have to do with this anyway. So let me show you what that looks like. This is where the testimonials will live. You notice I click on this box where there's a picture, there's a name, a designation, and then the actual testimonial. And then when I click on general, this is where I can add this is where I can edit the general information. So navigation, like showing the dots, the dot color, all that good stuff. But under the testimonial, when I edit this will give me the information to fill here. So you can put the author's name, so the name of your client, the designation, it could be buyer, seller, and then their testimonial. And you can edit that here. And then under the image, that's this box that's right here. Right now it's showing as an icon, and it's a square. So if I want a picture to show, I'll click photo and I can upload my own photo from the media library, or I can put no photo. You don't want to put a photo of your client on there. Okay. So this one is already, it gives you the fields of where you can fill in the information, which can make things easy. So the only thing about this is that whenever you go to the typography, under the style section, it will separate everything. So like the image, where is that going to be spaced, and the background color and all that good stuff. So you could leave it as simple as this and then save it, or you could also do this. This is that top testimonial option that I showed you earlier under the general section. Or if you recall, when I did this, there was two testimonials widgets that I added. There was this one, and that's this one down here, and then there was this one, and that's this top one. So this top testimonials, you can edit it, and all it is a text box. It doesn't have a header or anything. You can type your testimonial here, and it will show like this without a name or designation section. And then you're able to, at the bottom, say who, oops, it does it automatically. You can say who wrote this. The buyer wrote this. And then you'll align it to the center. So it could show in the center. And then click save. Okay. Didn't align in the center. Let me try that one more time. Oh, it did this part in the center, sorry. So you'll have to select pretty much the whole thing and then center it. Okay, and then click save. So whichever option you want to go with, this one's already pre-formulated for you. If you want to customize it on your own, or you want the information to show below, I think if you click on this one, author name position, we can have it below the description. There it is. But you know, it's a little more complicated if you want to try to edit it. But if you want to get into that, let me know. Either way, so I personally like this one. It's super easy to deal with. And I'm going to remove that. And then what I'll do is I'll add a header. So I'm going to add one more thing, and that's going to be this heading option. I'll click and drag that right here. And the header is going to say, it can say, see what my clients say about me. Under the style tab, I will center this, and then the weight and the size, I want it to be, you know, we could edit that to be, actually the size that they use everywhere is Roboto. You could just use the default one. And then we can have that bold and make that bigger. See what my clients say about me. It kind of matches. It's too bold. Semi-bold. Is there a medium? There it is. That matches. See what my clients say about me. Type your testimony here and it will show, and then we'll click save. Okay. If you want to add more testimonials, you'll click on the testimonials tab, and under the items tab, so that you're not having to make everything centered all over again, you'll just duplicate this testimonial, edit this one, and edit this, and you'll have your testimonial. It'll automatically scroll through them. I'd recommend copying and pasting these from, you know, wherever you're getting them from. Now, remember I said you should save that HAR link So what we're going to do is we are going to add a button on here to offer the offer to have more testimonials show. So if you want them to go back to your HAR site to view the rest of your testimonials, you can add a button there. So I will add, actually, I want to copy, instead of having to redo, the colors and everything like that, I want to copy this button that's right here. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to edit it, and I want to remove button 2. I'll delete that. Okay, so it'll just be button 1. And then I want this to say, let's edit that button. I want it to say, view more testimonials, or read my reviews. And then this is where you're going to put that link, that HAR link. So har.com link, you'll put that here, that you copied earlier. Click save, and then save again. And we need this reviews button to be down here. So I'm going to click the move button and drag it right down to where I want it. So I want it here. I want it more centered. So I'll click on the button here, click on style, and align it to the center. It's going to show right where I want it to. And then click save. And then that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about adding backgrounds to this, you can go ahead and click on this editing option. And just like we did the home page, you're able to scroll down. You can add a color here, add a gradient, or add a photo. And add backgrounds to any one of these rows here. But just so that I don't get too much into that, I'll just leave it the way it is. But this is the full page. So once we're done here, we're going to click done and publish. Okay. It's published our page. Logo's up and going. All of my contact information is where I want it to be. This is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Okay. So now we got to do one more thing. If you notice up here, I have the original home button. So this is where, if they type my URL, so this up here is my URL, my link to my website. If they were to go to my website, this is still the first thing they see. We got to program Moxie to go here as the new homepage. So this is what we're going to do. You'll go to the admin home section, come back to your admin home, and under home page, under appearance, you're given the option to choose your home page layout. So we want it to be the custom home page layout, and we're going to tell it which page we want the home page. And then we click publish. We just told Moxie we want the new homepage to be our homepage. Now, before we close out here, I want to remind you to go to, I want to tell you to go to the site pages, and we want to move this new homepage, because it was a new page we created, to automatically put it at the end. We're going to click and drag this to the top so that it can be the first page that we see on our menu. And then we'll finally click publish. Now our properties and all of our pages are organized. Let's go ahead and visit site. And now that is the first thing you see when you click on my link. And it is exactly how I want it to show. I hope this has been helpful. I know it was a lot. I hope that you are able to pause, rewind, rewatch, and able to keep your website up to date. But this is going to make you look really good, especially now since a lot of the consumers are looking at listings online, and you have a lot of online buyers. So make your digital footprint last and make the best impression. And good luck with creating your custom homepage. I hope this helped. Have a wonderful day.